Shalom, shalom. Call halal Yahweh Bashem Abishai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Salutations to all my fellow laborers, yoke mates that are doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. All right, to the scattered Israelites among the heathen that be like unto the speckled bird, bringing on all that confusion, to the hopefully elect and the Akwaf that are listening and learning. To you, I give a sincere and hearty shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago. And this is just going to be a quick lesson about your neighbor, because that's a subject matter that these wacky-tacky Christians love to bring up and love to talk about. And the image that you're looking at is of Tyler Perry's Love Train. A Love Thy Neighbor show. I didn't even know there was such a show. I just kind of randomly found it. All right, but it's called Love Thy Neighbor, and yeah, as you can see the name in the bottom left corner there, Love Thy Neighbor, and this is on YouTube. I guess all the seasons are on there, the episodes, and of course, it seems to be centered around an Edomite male and a Negro woman. All right, a so-called Negro woman. As a matter of fact, let's click on it. Yeah, this being the let me kill the sound because I don't want to get any hits. But yeah, this rhythmless Edomite here. Oh wow, that's enough. All right. And his relationship with this Israelitish woman. All right. But according to the scriptures, your neighbor is another Israelite. Matter of fact, let me just read something out of Romans, the 9th chapter. All right. And I wish it would have actually said neighbor. That would have made it too easy, though. But, because this isn't meant for everyone. But I'm going to just read, this is Romans verse 9. And I'm going to read verses 3 and 4. And it reads, "For I wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach, for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh." So your brethren, your kinsman, is someone who's according to the flesh, not someone who believes what you believe. It's not like joining a fraternity. And because we're fraternity brothers, we're brothers. No, if you're not of the same, if you're not flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, then you're not my my people. All right? You're not the same. All right, this is Romans 9 and 4. And it tells you, it says according to the flesh, and then number 4, verse 4 just makes it beyond clear. It says, who are Israelites? So your brethren is another Israelite. Your neighbor is another Israelite, to whom pertaineth the adoption. So the adoption being brought back to the Father is for the Israelites. All right? And the glory and the covenants. The glory is the kingdom of heaven. The covenants, both covenants were for the Israelites. This is too clear, too plain. Yet you still will get people who are ignorantly and willfully try to come against what the scriptures say. It says, and the giving of the law and the service of power and the promises. So the giving of the law was taught to who? Who are Israelites. All right? And the service. Who can serve the Lord? The people of the Lord, his chosen people. And the promises. The promises were given to them. And I read verse 5 as well. It says, whose are the fathers? It says, whose are the fathers? All right, so that actually we could just, I could just shalom you and click it off right here. But I'm going to give you more proof. Let's go to, let's get a few more precepts. We'll go back to the Old Testament. Let's go to Deuteronomy 15. And verse 12. And if thy brother an Hebrew man or a Hebrew woman, wow, be sold unto thee, and serve thee 6 years, then that 7th year thou shalt let him go free from thee. So if you was an indentured servant to your own Israelite kind, after 6 years you were free. Now you dealt with heathen servants in a whole different manner. You know, if they owed you a debt, because sometimes people would owe a debt and they would sell themselves into servitude to pay off the debt. All right, that happened a lot in the ancient time. All right, wasn't this rhythmless? You know, looked like he's performing the song Wham! Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. You know, because it's about the only dance that Esau could really do. Because if you get an Edomite that can dance, guess what? It's not an Edomite. Esau can't. Esau is not blessed with rhythm at all. All right. So you know, you see them the Edomite hip hop dancing and spinning on his head and housing it up, and you know, that's not an Edomite. That's just someone who unfortunately has the covering. That's that speckled bird that you know that we're talking about, bringing that confusion. All right. Let's get a couple more scriptures. Let's go to 1 Samuel. Also 15 and 28. That's 14, 15. And Samuel said unto him, Yahweh have rent the kingdom of Israel from thee this day, and have given it to a neighbor of thine that is better than thou. And who was that neighbor that the kingdom was given to when it was taken from Saul? It was given unto David, his neighbor, a brother from another tribe, a brother from another mother. Where do you think that term comes from? All right, because the 12 tribes are all brothers. All right, you know, Benjamin, Levi, Judah, Naphtali, Issachar, Ephraim, Zebulun, Reuben. But they had the, you know, but you got to remember those 12 men came out of 4 different women. My brother from another mother. All right, because if you don't have the same father, you're not really brothers. You're like a lesser kin or something as a name for it. What makes you true brothers is when you, or sisters, or brother and sisters, when you have the same father. That's the way the Lord from on high set it up. All right? That's why these households where people be having different fathers always fall apart. But, you know, that was part of Esau's plan to destroy the household. Next and final scripture. It's going to be a quick lesson. It's going to be in Exodus 20. And verse 16. And it reads, Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. It didn't say against a heathen. It said against thy neighbor. All right? So, I hope that clears up his whole thing about thy neighbor. You know these wacky tacky Christians be pushing. You gotta love the guy next door. Hey, the guy next door to me is an Edomite, man. All right. The guy on the other side of me are Ephraim. Those are my neighbors. The other guy and his wife, they're Edomites. All right. So they're not my neighbors. So with that, I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, B'Kakwadash, Wa Abba Babal. Shalom.